When I was a little kid, just how long I can write this down, drowning inside the mind, words are written like the lyrics or so. When I went home, I had to write this down. In fact, that shit is harder than what I thought. But the words are speaking with the voices just filling the words they used to think. Why is he so quiet? I will tell you why. Remember the time that I told you, that is when I was a little kid. I used to believing in the end was near. Remember the time I tried to make you laugh. Remember the time I told you that you were my best friend that I ever had. She was one of my best friends. Remember the time I tried to make you jump. Remember the time I told you that you were my best friend. She told me I didn't need to worry about it. Remember that I told you that you were listening to me struggle. No more pain, no more tame shit, no more that life shit, no more this shit. I would say to you, remember the words I wrote, then hold on to it, it might save you. I remember the days of when I felt lost, but you came back to me. Somehow I was forever taken by you. Remember the time you shared me with me something personal. Remember the time I was told that I was the only one who knew how to act. Remember the time I was calling you because of being afraid of the dark. Remember the time that we were in group together. That is when I saw you there. This is my song to you. Remember the time that I told you me never to be afraid of the dark. What if I told you that you still hold that on me? Remember I saved your life from drowning into doubt. Remember the time that you saved me from the voices inside my head. She had me now, she didn't. She told me that I had to go, but she never told me why. She still has a memory that I can never get rid of. She was the feeling of hope. But when hope is lost, so what about it after that shit? Remember when I told you that you were the one who started this? Remember you told me a secret that I will never let anyone else hear it. Remember you kept my promise and I kept yours. Remember the time I made you think. She was the words that I speak, but she never felt that way before, which is fine. But the words I write down for her is this: I will always be your friend. She was one of my best friends. She taught me how to be a gentleman, how to be kind, how to be generous. And I was around women. She taught me how to respect them, and I didn't, as if I didn't do it before. Remember the time you told me the memories of your family. Remember the time I told you I was never going to let this go. Remember the time I told you that you were like a sister that I never had. Remember the time you told me a secret.